I want to talk about the week, and I
Mhm.
want to talk about setups that I think if you would focus on them, you would kill them.
Okay.
Let's get to it. This setup, sir. This is a setup that no one can see coming. AUD was at the high. AUD had the nice niche of touch. GBP USD had the same touch from Friday's nothingness. You have GU that touched the high. You have GBP SGD that was close to it. But since you understand that the market makers, they need to go to this EMA right here, that was a huge clue for you to understand that there might be a crazy uprise for the majors. So since we are trading by the code of the price hugs first, AUD USD and AUD SGD had the same touches. So the first thing you were watching or you were supposed to be looking for, it was the touches, which AUD SGD and AU delivered before GU and GSGD. So that was the first thing. But if you are getting more closer to understanding what the game is really about, then you are able to say to yourself, okay, now I can see the setups. I understand what's going on. Because here's the thing, man. You see, you caught a trade like this, which is good. But as I told you, that it is not a niche. It's not something that, let's say Monday comes, you will take this with higher loss, because this guy can easily go down. Easily. He can easily do this and paint here. And now he has ruined you, because these zones are vulnerable. The market makers are still yet to do that. Come down, come. Let me do this. Let me try to do it with a black color here. The market makers can give you that, give you what you think is good right here, and then they do that, and then paint here. I've seen that 1,000 times plus, because you are still trading in a vulnerable situation. Like, I always hear you say you are scared to take size, especially when you don't know where's your stop loss. I'm here to tell you that to put your stop loss here, you are still not safe. Even though you were 100% correct in your entry, you were a little bit late, but it doesn't take away the fact that you are safe there, because understand one thing, you are still trading inside of the range. The range is the HOD here and LOD here. This entire zone here is the range. That's why I always say to you, I love it when this guy makes a stop hunt high above the HOD, above the range, so that the moment you are beginning to make your entries here, and then he goes down here inside of the range, he has left you up there. So even if you can put your stop loss around 7 pips, that stop loss of 7 pips is justifiable, because the market makers, they do business at the top right there. And then the moment they go back down inside of the range, that's where the retail traders do business. We need to do business where they do business, so that the time the market makers start to go down and start doing bullshit like this, that's where the market makers will start to stall, go up a little bit, go down. That's where the people will be throwing the fucking trend lines, the stop hunts, and the higher time frame. You don't care, because you were there when the market makers were all there at the top, where they all gather, where they do business outside of the range. So you don't need to crack your head in terms of, okay, where's my stop loss? Is my stop loss here? Okay, is my stop loss safe here or not? When you're trading at the top, at the price hugs, you are guaranteed the market makers, that's where they actually are. So you are not focusing on the setup or the pattern like this. You don't care about the pattern, sir. You need to care about, where am I safe and where's the best place to do business for you, and where are they? where are the market makers at, more than where is your entry, or where is your setup, or how is your setup. A setup with diversions and all these things, that's all well and cool. But the problem here is you are not trading outside of the range. You get what I'm saying? So the best of the best setups, that's why I told you that I asked you to give me the best HOD trades. HOD trades are by far the best trades, and the LOD trades are by far the best of the fucking best trades that you can ever get, because they leave you at the very top. Well, the moment he starts to be at the top like this, and then you enter right here, these are the extreme zones. These zones here are extreme for market makers. That's where they all gather. I have this information down and locked. I understand exactly what I'm saying. That's where these guys are at. And then the moment they start to get inside of the range, then this is the business for the retail rats. All this. That's where the market makers, they will start to go up and down, up and down, up and down, to confuse the living fuck out of the people who don't understand that there is only one place, or there's actually two places to do business and have a 98% chance. Same thing with the price hugs. Like, price hug plays a very, 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 very critical role, because the price hug means the imbalance is coming. The market makers will create that imbalance for you, and it will make you understand for damn certain that you are fucking correct in your anticipations, because those places, they harbor all the fucking extreme points that you actually need. You understand what I'm saying? So it's extremely important for you to understand that even though you were right, you could have been 99% in your approach if you only understood those basic elements of the market structures, because the market structure is all about you and them, and you need to understand and take decisions based on where they are, not based on what you want. You want the fucking stop hunt low rise. Great. What does the chart say to you? And if you understand what the market makers do, and you understand that the price hugs, they play a vital role, this is where you understand, and this is where you can pick out the most amount of lots without any hesitations. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I see that you do have that thing of understanding the setups. That's great. But if we are to really fucking dive down deeper, I would have easily told you to let this one go. Instead, fuck this, because these are the trades that no one can see coming, because they also help you and protect you, and they also give you the criteria of the price hug that we want. And not even no one, but the majority of the people cannot see these setups coming. And that's the beauty. The best setups come from they come from places people cannot even begin to imagine. There's the easy setups, like I'm looking for a stop hunt low. I know, bro, people are looking for stop hunt low all the time. And I always try to encourage my guys that stop wanting the obvious things. Yes, you are new, I understand, but I can quicken up your process so much faster than everyone else if you can just stick to the fucking price hugs, because it's not like they don't happen. This was Monday. This was the fucking what? 18th, right? Yeah, 18th. It was right now. So these things, they do happen, and that's where the 90% of your money is, or the edge you are looking for. It's right fucking here in the price hugs. So I can easily tell you to stop being robotic in taking things like stop hunt low. Great. If you are new, learn that. But if you really want to accelerate, the price hugs it's where the fucking juice is. It's where 90% of the juice is. Then, since you now have the price out, you can say to me, yo, Lash, man, this is very difficult for me to understand. Okay, if they are at the price hug, let me wait for them to make now a stop hunt low so that they can come from the 50 levels and they go to the fucking 21 levels. The moment they break the lower band here, they break the lower band right here to go to these levels, then that's where you will draw your divergence right here. Then if you say to me, okay, Lash, I will just stick to the fucking price hugs, but let me wait until the bands break. That is even more confluence. It's easier. But the price hugs, it's where you need to understand that, okay, the market today, okay, let me not talk about the market. The pair today, it is at the price hug. Let me see what the variation is going to be. Will I see the safer way, or will I see him making the breakout? Now you have two scenarios in your favor, but you are still sticking to the same rule of the price hug, because every setup, it has all the variations. So you need to be the master at understanding the variations of that price hug. It's not about the bloody setup. It's about you understanding and mastering the variation of that setup that pulls you out of the 90%, because you understand what the market is likely to do and you know the response, than always trying to say to yourself, oh, I have emotions, which is your problem, Gene, right? You have emotions. That's everyone's problem. It's not your problem. It's everyone else's problem. Even though they can hide it, I'm telling you, everyone has the same shit. But I'm telling you right now that it's so fucking easy if you can stick to one thing, which is the price hugs, and try to find each and every variable or variation about that price hug. Because when it does come, you are calm in your brain because you know the scenarios that are likely to play out. Then just saying, oh, I'm waiting for the fucking blood out. Yes. Or I'm waiting for the setup. Or what Martin did, I'm waiting for the cross. You see, that is a robotic mindset. Martin was waiting for the cross, which Will said that is a robotic mindset, because the market makers don't care about what we want. They care about their own interests, and our interests needs to be aligned with their interests. Their interests are in, okay, if this guy is making a beautiful this at the top here, at the top, bro, the market makers won't give you what you want. They don't care about that shit. The moment this guy starts to go up like this, you need to be sharp enough to understand the scenarios of each and every low of the day and high of the bands. You see, now this goes hand in hand with you do not understand your low of the day, high of the band variations enough. That's why when they happen, you are most likely to miss them, because you think the market makers is supposed to give you that kind of lot hop and not this one. So when this one comes, it's a shock to you. It's a fucking brain shock, because you wanted the market makers to give you this. Instead, it gave you that. And that fucks with your brain. That's why I always tell people, focus on one thing and be fucking good at that. Be extremely good, because even though they might not happen now, the times they do happen, you're going to curse. You're going to be angry as Martin was. Martin wasn't angry for the fact that he didn't make money. He was angry for the fact that he was right in direction. That's what pissed him off. He was correct, but he wasn't correct enough. Because even though he was correct with direction, he wasn't in understanding the kind of candlesticks that takes him there, that takes him to his journey, to his end point. So he was 90% right with direction. He was 10% not accurate in understanding the shot of which is going to lead him to his 90%. And the root of that It all stems from one thing: mastery. Mastery. Gene, mastery, sir. If I'm telling you do something, hodlobs or lord hobs or direction, one direction. Are you going down? Are you going up? How many setups have you seen where this guy is going down? Or how many setups have you seen where this guy is going up? If you tell me that, oh, I'm more confident with the drops, and the drops do happen, and I want to stick to one or two patterns, you need to master one or two patterns. One or two. And because in that one pattern, okay, here's a scenario right now. This is Thursday. This guy did not make a price hug, but that is still considered a low of the day, high of the band. Agreed or no? That is still a Lord hub. It's still a Lord hub without the Lord. So it's like you missed because the market makers were supposed to give you the price hug. They didn't, but they fucking went 48, 49 pips without us on board, without all of us. With me, with my guys, but without all of us. And that's why I always say, in that one setup, in that one fucking setup of the price hug, you know this is coming. Yes, I drew a stop on high drop, but as the play started to come through, I was like, oh shit, it's a price hug. Price hug means rise. That's what price hug means. So they will trick me by making me draw this bullshit here, which I did. This. I wanted to see that. But they didn't, because I didn't acknowledge the fact that there was a price hug involved. So yes, there was a price hug, but what wasn't there? There wasn't a divergence that was clean. There wasn't a squeeze that was clean. But damn it, that price hug, I should have known better. That's where you need to say to yourself, when this guy makes price hugs, I know something is going down. Than saying in the morning, I don't know what's going to happen. That comes from you not understanding what it is you are actually looking for. You are looking for the easy path. You are looking for the, oh, there's no stop hand. This means there's no trade. That is what the 99% of people do. Because if, Gene, you tell me in the morning, even before Asia ends, like here, and you around here, you tell me there's nothing. To me, that is a problem. Because the markets, they haven't done anything yet. So it's easy for you to say the market is not doing anything for you, so you are out. But it's great if you say, okay, the market is not doing anything that I'm looking for, but he is at the price hug levels. So let me see what they do around that price hug. Now, once you start to see him making another fucking 67 pips, which we were not even involved in, you missed the critical zone, which was the criteria of that price hug. So someone else who was so good in price hug, they would have left this trade and say, I don't care about this slash. Yes, you made money, whatever. I'm looking for the price hug, and here's the price hug, because they are so good in price hugs. They understand what the price hug criteria is likely to do. And that's where your mastery is at. Even though Martin missed out on this, or Will missed out on this. Yes, Will was correct. Everyone was correct. That's great. But I'm trying to find a separator. Like, Will has to go through his own separator. Martin has to go through his own separator. And also, you should go through your own separator. What separates you and makes you what Gene likes? Not what all of us like. Yes, we are in the group together. Fantastic. To see each other's errors and fix them, not to trade each other's trades. Unless we see them, yes. If we all see this, if we all agree to it, if we all know what the fuck we are doing, no problem. Let's all execute together. But I'm trying to find separators for each person, because we are not the same in here. I'm not the same as you guys. You're not the same as me. My brain works in other ways. Martin's brains work in ways that I think he needs to find his strengths somewhere else. But what it's pissing people off is the patience part. It is the wisdom part. It is the part that people don't like, because there's other trades that are going on that look like this, and people feel like they missed them. But there's a price hug set up where if you could have really mastered your own shit, you could have traded this and you would have left us gasping for air like, how the fuck did Martin or Gene or Will take this? How the fuck did he see the opportunity here? Because he understands each and every variation of the price hug. He knows what the price hug is likely to do. That's the genius part of the markets. It is not trying to want to be good in setups. It's you understanding that that price hug, it holds meaning for the market makers and for you. It holds a lot of meaning that people cannot even begin to dissect. That's what I'm saying. So in the price hug is where the Mona Lisa is at. Despite that, this was good. This was fucking awesome. But can you imagine if you are so good at this? Let's say this price hug was the fucking price hug to the low of the day, high of the bands, right? Low of the day, high of the bands, price hug. Now, here's a mind fuck. This dude right here. What's that about? And this is for Martin, because this is where Martin talks about, I'm looking for the cross. Bro, there's no cross here. There's one leg. One. And in that one leg, you missed fucking 100 and something pips. Plus bastard.
So I've got a question with this setup here.
Before the question, sir, I want to let the steam off.
Okay.
Yes.
No problem.
Allow me to let my steam off. Then I'll go back down. This is what is making Martin stagnate. Because, sir, even though you are good at the fucking HODs, you are not good at mastering them. So is everyone else here with their own setups. Because you will be like, how the fuck did Lesh catch this? And to me, this is nothing new. Because, sir, I have learned to stick to one thing. Even though there's something else going on, I stick to one thing. I stick to one thing. All the fucking time. I'm not persuaded by the setups that I see coming. Because I know those setups, they will happen. I'm still young, as all of us are in here. We still have 30 more years to go. So what is the significance of that one trade that obviously, bro, you don't know it enough. But if you practice these setups, that's why I said to Martin, I'm not convinced you are studying proficiently and efficiently, because you are studying the things that you want. You are not studying the things that are there. Huge difference. You are studying the things that you want. You're not studying this. Like if you are to scroll through your chart, you keep on scrolling. And then there's this. Guess what you are gonna do? You're gonna keep on scrolling. That's my fear right there. And a professional trader or someone who's aspiring to be one doesn't think like that. You cannot go to the game and expect Messi to do his famous body feint. Do you know that body feint, Martin, right? Where he makes it look like he's going this direction, then he goes that direction. Messi's fantastic with body feints, right? Do you know what body feint is, Martin?
Body feint?
Body feint is when he has the ball and then he doesn't touch the ball. He does this with his body and he makes his fake move. Exactly. Fake move without touching the ball. But here's my point. If you are there in the field, you cannot expect Messi to do body feints all the time. Sometimes body feints are not necessary in that scenario or in that game. Because opponents, they know him. They have studied him. So he's able to do body feints when people are scared to approach him. But when he has opponents who are always coming at him, he cannot just body feint, because he can kill one person with that body feint, but he cannot body feint 5 opponents that are coming to him at the same time. He cannot use that tactic or that strategy. So I'm talking about you as Martin. You cannot go and expect Leo Messi to do a body feint, as much as you cannot expect a setup to do a cross, because this is a different match. It's a different chart. It's a different fucking day. You cannot come with your expectations. Expectation and anticipation, they are 2 different things. Expectation, it means you want somebody to bring you water. You expect it. You don't want juice. You don't want coffee. You want water, right? Anticipation is, this guy will come with water, but I know maybe he might come with juice, but he will come with something. That is anticipation. That person will come with something. But expectation is, this person must come with water and nothing else. Does that analogy make sense? So this is what I feel is crippling Martin's success. Martin's break. Bro, you are just here. You are so close, but you are always pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. I don't know what's going on, because you are the one who you have more experience than both of these 2 guys. They are so newer than you, but at the current rate, it's like you are the same, which you are not, because you've seen more. You understand? You in particular, you have seen more, and you have more fucking Zoom sessions. So the moment I always say to you, you cannot scroll when you see something like this going on, because you cannot come with your own expectations in the markets. You need to come with your own anticipations. Okay, this guy is at the HOD. What is he now likely to do? That is an anticipation that has an open mind. Oh shit, I'm not looking at the time. Remind me, guys. You understand? So I am not coming with the solid, made up mindset of I'm expecting markets to do this. You are saying the markets might do that, and I need to be able to see what the fuck is going on. And if I don't see what the fuck is going on, I need to be there to observe if the direction was correct. The moment I start to see him, you see, AUD violated the 789 rule. But damn it, that guy dropped 150, if not 200 pips. Left with greedy bastard. This guy left the zone at the top, which is what I told Gene about just now, that the HODs are where the market makers do their business, because the moment he gets away from the HOD and he gets inside of the range, that's where he's likely to do this. Kill people, do all kinds of nasty stuff, while he has left you right there with your 7 pip stop loss. So you cannot just put your 7 pip stop loss anywhere else you see the setup. This is you understanding the market makers. That's where you start to say to yourself, okay, I don't know this setup. I'm expecting a cross. Okay, he's at the HOD and he's at the Brinks box, and damn it, that guy made a rectangular box and is close to the price hug. It's close to the HOD. That to me is one and the same thing with the price hug. It's one and the same. So since he's at the top, what do I now have? This is where I'm answering Will's questions without even knowing his answers. Since he's at the top, what cards am I dealt with? What do I have? I have divergence. But wait, what the fuck is a divergence, man? Like, you see, this is where I want us to go extremely deeper than the deepest hole. What the fuck is divergence? But by divergence, what do you mean? Because it's easy for you to draw shit like this here. Boom. And boom. Yes, sir, that's divergence. What else do you want from me? Yes, you are correct, but you are not deep. That's not deepness. That's not something that will give you confidence, even though it might, but it's not going to give you that. Because by you just saying this, oh shit, that was brutal. That and this. Do you know what you missed out on? You missed out on a ton of information here. You missed out on a ton of information right here. You need to question, okay, for that divergence to take effect, how is it that this one is flat and this one right here was bigger than that one, but this is small here? That's the beginning of your anticipation analysis for tomorrow, because these two already, they are at war with each other, metaphorically speaking. These two, they are not supposed to be like that. Because if this is bigger, it was supposed to be bigger here also, because it is higher, higher high, higher low, bullish, bearish. I call it bear shit and bullshit. When you hear someone says bullish, I say bullshit. Bearish, that's bear shit. That's garbage, because they don't understand what the fuck is going on. I'm here to tell you guys that by this nonsense right here, by you throwing a divergence, you are not deep enough. It's easy to see it on the charts. It's not, bro. There is an inner truth, and then there's a truth that you see in the charts. There's a truth that I can say, guys, this is a beautiful divergence, and everyone will agree with me. Great. Awesome. But there's also that inner truth that, oh shit, how is it that this guy right here, this one, it is the same or is in the same numeries? The numeries is the 80 levels. There's this guy right here. How the fuck is it that this dude right here is the same as this dude right here? Before you even go to that other one right there, how are they in the same 80 levels? Isn't the 25th supposed to be at the 90 levels? Why are they held in the 80 levels as this? How is it that this can be the same as this? Oh shit. This. Inner truth says, even though I understand the divergence, but the markets just gave you a huge fucking advantage, a huge insight, even before you draw the fucking divergence. Even way before that, you understand that these two things, they're not supposed to even be there. So the moment that divergence, the actual divergence of the 90 levels and the 80 levels come through, the moment those two starts to come, that is the stamp on the letter that you are even more correcter or even more righter than you were correct by throwing the divergence. That is inner truth. That is the truth that you don't need the, oh, we'll draw the divergence so everybody will say, I agree. Our group is to separate ourselves from everyone else. So even though we cannot think alike, we need to be thinking differently. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people who think differently. If I see something like that, I will bring Will to the chopping block. I will bring Martin to the chopping block. I am soon to chop Jean's head off. So Jean's a bit laid back. I'm gonna catch him, no problem. I'm just letting you guys know I'm gonna catch him. But what I'm saying is, you guys, man, you are missing out on so many opportunities inside of you that I don't think is properly harnessed. And this could be a mentor's fault. But I'm here to show you that by Martin's wanting to, by Martin expecting something, You are scrolling and you are scrolling over one of the trades that will make you somebody who stands out. Who actually,
You've got 1 minute, bro.
oh, awesome. You understand what I'm saying? By you scrolling through this, you are leaving yourself behind because you are looking for the expected. The market is about you catching the unexpected.